but your skin is popping. Wow.
That's the light.
No, I saw
The
it.
studio is top notch, so they put me in great
Oh,
light. I'm looking my best because they're doing a great job.
are women crazy and complicated?
You want to fight? Sorry, you didn't come here to fight. Let me know so that I know who's coming. Is it the lawyer or the woman?
You're a lawyer now.
So let's know. Are we suing you for something?
Please don't sue me, oh, please.
I heard the word crazy. What does that mean?
Are women crazy and complicated?
So who's saying?
I'm just asking.
That's what I'm asking. If women are crazy, who's saying?
Oh, okay, so that's a yes.
No.
That's a yes. So you guys
I'm
are
querying your assumptions. So what's the definition of sanity? If you're
like,
asking if women are crazy, what amounts to being crazy?
okay, like are women like super crazy?
Ordinary. Let's even define ordinary crazy. What is crazy?
Like we guys, we are a little bit stable.
Aha. So you see, crazy is relative,
Okay.
right? Your perception of crazy is why you're thinking you are stable and I'm crazy. What if what you are is what is crazy?
There's going to be
And this is the new normal.
there's going to be a video where women don't like peace. Do you have you because there's that perception.
What are we doing with these hasty generalizations? You've met a few women that don't like peace. Does it mean I don't like peace?
Okay. Have you wondered why? First of all, thank you for coming. Like I
You're
feel
welcome.
it's a big honor to have you here. That's
I know it's a big honor to have me here. I have 1,001 things I can be doing right now, but I'm here.
obviously. So have you ever wondered why I asked you to come?
Because you asked everybody else and they said no.
No.
Oh, that's not it. Okay, so you can tell me now.
Like you speak your heart.
Okay.
When I got to meet you, I didn't know you were very serious. Like you were very playful. Like while saying something, I would think, oh no, she's not serious. Like she was just joking. Then later you now get to remind her, no, I said this, I said that. I said, oh, so you were serious. What is that like a coping mechanism?
What am I coping with? I don't have any issues to cope with. That's me. Who I am. Standard temperature pressure. I'm not coping. You guys come up with coping lately. I'm not coping with it. I'm me. Thank
Well,
you.
it took me a long time to do that.
Yes, because you were coping with a lot. Obviously.
So are women crazy? You know, we have people have that perception.
Now, if you as a man come up to say women are crazy or complicated or anything, that means you are using a measure that is known only to you.
Okay.
Which is why I would ask, what does crazy mean to you? What you consider crazy might be what I consider normal, and then what you are doing is what I think is crazy. So you're the crazy guy here.
Okay, so what's your own understanding of crazy?
I didn't use the word. You should ask me. You used the word crazy. What does crazy mean?
Like women like drama.
You've not met drama kings before. Why are you talking like this? There are guys that live for the drama.
Do you like drama?
Me. I used to act. I started acting when I was 4 years old. So
No.
I don't know what you mean by I like drama. I love screenplay. I act a lot. I headed drama teams
Okay.
practically all my life. I've been on soap operas.
Okay,
So that kind of drama works for me.
It's like you answered my question. Okay, so is it possible to understand women?
Now, you see, you might be asking for a little bit too much if you want to understand.
Okay.
You can ask the gynecologist. He has still not understood how those eggs and sperm join and how they cleave. But he knows the process. He knows that after 2 days you will have 4, after 4 days you will have, we know the process. So don't strive to understand.
Okay.
Get to know the person.
Oh, please.
Know the person, know what we're talking about women, what she likes, what she does not like, what is a trigger for her. And please note that the file is always different for everybody. So the fact that you've met one woman that something works for does not mean it will work for another woman.
Oh.
Right, yes. So know the person. Don't try to understand why 2 plus 2 is 44.
Okay.
Just know what works and what doesn't, and you'll be fine. Striving to understand women might be taking it a little bit too far.
Okay.
But note, you have to know the person you are dealing with. The rules for one do not apply to the next. I have 2 daughters, and I know that the rules are so different to both of them. So there's no hasty that's why I don't like generalizations. There's no hasty generalization. There's no women do this or women do that. As a matter of fact, if you're going to generalize, then I'm not a good person for the show.
Okay, why?
Because I'm not a standard or regular woman in that sense.
And what makes you say that?
I could be annoyingly logical. As opposed to emotional. So so but everybody also has their own peculiarities. So that's mine. I could reason outside of myself to arrive at conclusions and not just take my emotions into consideration when I'm making some decisions.
Okay. So should we then say that your husband is enjoying? Like you are very logical. Men are logical.
Ask him. My husband is going through a lot.
So you are logical is going through a lot. So people that are not that.
So when I tell him, my guy, sorry, you are going through a lot. The next thing I say is, "Shey we should swap," and he goes, "Lie." He's going through a lot, but he knows that it will be worse if it was somebody else. So
your own like, is mild.
My own. My own is the mild you can handle. Some people would prefer the drama, the emotional, because that's what they can cope with.
So it depends on what I prefer, what I want.
What can you deal with? What can you handle? That's why everybody has their own spouse. Everybody has their own kind of people. So what he can handle is me.
Okay.
Let me put it this way: what can handle him is me.
Okay, I get it.
So if you change the combinations, if he changes, I might not be able to handle him anymore. If you have preached to him and then he begins to live in a different way, I might not be able to cope with some of the changes. Yes, but what he is and what I am is working for us.
So you see a fine girl is not enough. You also need to check out her personality. Like
when, where, how has fine girl ever been enough?
That's what men really look out for.
Don't worry now. That's why you are seeing drama, you are seeing badness, you are seeing because you are not looking out for those stuff.
So I'm just saying that apart from seeing a beautiful woman, you also need to know, like, do I want drama? Do I want logical?
Some people actually do not see the beauty first. They see the drama.
Okay.
So anyways, when you have seen the drama, you know that she's pretty, but they have shown you first.
Okay. So we should look for both. Do I want drama? We should know what.
It depends on what you want. If you want the good looks, why not? You can look for the good looks and get the drama that goes with it, and put up with the drama because you want the good looks.
Yeah.
But if it's the drama you want, you can dispense of good looks and just stick to the drama you love.
Okay.
So what works for you works for you. There's don't let's generalize.
Yeah. I was going to ask you about this generalization. Is it possible to like have a general picture and then have a specific picture, like have two like on your list? You understand what I'm saying? Like generally these are the features of women generally. Then I now narrow it down to this woman. So I have a specific understanding of my woman, and then I also have a general picture of how women. Since that woman will have good general aspects.
Well, if we're talking about general, then that's when we're looking at the women are more emotional than logical. Women, that's what I'm saying. Even at that, the distribution of emotion and logic in every woman still varies. So even the general things, you might not always find them. I mean, there are ladies that are referred to as tomboys who prefer to dress in a certain way, who would react in a totally different way to the same set of facts. So I think you should leave generalization and appreciate every individual for who they are.
Okay, so I get what you're saying. In looking for a life partner, you must not generalize.
I did not even know we were looking for life partner. You don't generalize. You cannot even afford to generalize.
Yeah, okay, I get it. Someone said menstrual pain is like cardiac arrest. Of course, you may not know.
I've not experienced cardiac arrest.
But how painful is it?
Okay, I've had a spontaneous vaginal delivery once.
Okay.
And I've had menstrual cramps that felt like spontaneous vaginal delivery.
Whoa.
So I've had cramps that I'm in the bathroom and I'm holding walls and having contractions and screaming for help.
Whoa.
So I don't know. Somebody with cardiac arrest is probably just passing out. And not knowing what goes into it.
But of course,
the person with menstrual cramps is calling for the neighbors. I hope they can hear. And if they hear, there really isn't anything they can do about it. They have to get you to a hospital, and then they start applying all sorts of NSAIDs or what do you call them? And then I have met people that it doesn't work for.
Yeah.
So they load them with all the pain relievers and really doesn't work, and then you need to knock them out.
Whoa.
And then knock them out for some 24, 48 hours before you can begin to function normally. So please don't it, and then it's different for everyone. Some people don't even know when their period is coming. They don't have any idea. They just feel moisture and go, oh, really, your hair. So you see that generalization, it won't even work when it comes to cramps.
Yeah. Do you guys feel you have offended God? Like, you subconsciously just feel, God, did I offend
you? You see, that generalization is still what you're working with. I don't know why people do this.
Sorry.
I did not offend God. I am beautiful, fearfully, wonderfully made. I know that every single thing that goes into my makeup, including the cramps, including my ability to bear children, has this fantastic way of making me the best thing that ever happened to the world. So I don't know what you're talking about. I did not offend God. I'm special.
Okay.
Do you get it?
Okay. How will I say it now?
I don't know. Rephrase your question. I did not offend. As a matter of fact.
Okay, like.
The person that offended God is the person that was not made me.
Okay, sorry. I was going to ask that. This menstrual pain.
Yes.
Does it get to a point where you just feel, God, why is there always menstrual pain every month and I have to go through this every month?
No, you don't have to get pregnant. Get pregnant and you go and leave for some 9 months. You don't have cramps, you don't have. So if you can stay pregnant, why not? I mean, there are ways around it. Yes.
Okay, I think you are answering my questions indirectly. I get it, fine.
So there's a way out of cramps now. You don't have to have cramps. You can get pregnant.
Get pregnant, okay.
Aside from that, the same way you apply your face and then you say you get healed, or the headache you get healed, you can get healed of cramps.
Yeah.
So it's about you. And then there are, of course, natural remedies, hot water, things you can do to relieve yourself. So it's, well, if you don't see it as a curse, you'll find a way around it.
Okay, what about the menstrual flow itself? Do you feel like this is, can I go through this every month?
The flow itself?
Yeah. Same blood every time.
Maybe if you have a fear of blood, maybe that would be an issue. But how do you feel when you go to the toilet? Do you have any emotions in relation to going to the toilet?
No. Okay,
so if it's a part of your life, why would you have special emotions in relation to? You don't feel anyhow. It's a normal thing. The only thing is, so maybe if you stain yourself and then you get embarrassed. But these days we are shoving it in your faces. You don't know that I bleed. Why is it a problem? Why should I feel embarrassed that I'm bleeding? I bleed every month. It is your problem that you don't bleed. If you feel anyhow, it's your issue, not mine. It's a fact of life for me. That's what life is for me. Why should I feel substandard because I'm being me? I'm working the way God created me to work. No. You can feel anyhow you want to feel about me being me, but sorry.
Okay. What about pant line? Like, I saw a video where a lady said the pant line is showing, and so what?
Am I not supposed to wear pants? I don't understand. Now we can do all sorts because of social constructs and what looks good and what does not. Okay. So there are different ways. I mean, we have also come up with fashion solutions to these things. But I will not apologize for being a woman or for wearing something I'm comfortable in or for feeling good about myself. Don't make me apologize. And then if you begin to look at me less because of that, then I don't know for you.
Okay. What do you have to say to guys who don't understand the menstruation process? And I even heard of menstruation gifts.
Yes. Okay. So emotions, hormones fluctuate. Emotions fluctuate in line with hormones. Women just want to lie down in bed, curl up, and sleep for 3 days when they're on their period. And being emotionally intelligent, being emotionally sensitive, if you are a person in that woman's life, now I won't say a man, I would say a person, a human being, in the life of another human being who is not feeling like themselves, it naturally just means that you should do what you can to help them feel better. Now, there are people whose love language is gifts, who when they receive a gift will feel better naturally because of that. Now, those kind of people, you can give them gifts to help them feel better. You can even have as soon as you know that that time of the month when they're beginning to feel less than themselves, you can put a pack together I mean, make sure the pack has hot water bottle for somebody who has cramps, you know. So put a pack together of the things that have meaning to them, and then it automatically lightens their mood. I'm saying this because some people it's not gifts. Some people they just want you to come in and help them clean, help them cook, acts of service. That's what would make sense to them. For another person, just put a head on your lap. I'll be rubbing a head. You know, I'll be cooling. My dear, how are you feeling now? What would you like to eat? I mean, what would you like to eat? They answer you and you still don't bring it, but they feel better already. Somebody cares. So, I'm saying it doesn't have to be menstruation gifts. It should be what makes the most meaning to that female at that point in time.
Wow. Nice.
And then not everybody even feels that way. Some people you don't know when they're on their period because they don't have all those highs and lows, or they have mastered their emotions so well that you don't know when they have the highs and lows. Like the way I reacted to you talking about me feeling bad about menstruating or me feeling bad about my panty line. It's obviously years of talking to myself in front of the mirror and propping myself up. So when I feel down, I look in the mirror, give myself a pep talk, and then I feel better before I come out. So I'm actually not depending on you to boost me. I've boosted myself. So some people are in that stage of maturity, some others are not. And please, just in case my husband is watching this, for those of us who are mature, it does not mean we don't want care. It just means we'll be fine without it. But the fact that you're showing it, it always adds a few stars beside your name.
Wow. What do you like? You stand in the mirror to say some things. You used to do that.
Yes.
What exactly do you do?
We start with I am beautiful.
Okay.
I am beautiful, I'm adored, I'm appreciated, I'm always admired, I'm always respected, I'm always appreciated, I'm always chosen, I'm always fantastic, I'm always perfect, I'm always enough, I'm always valuable, I'm always perceived as invaluable and irreplaceable, I'm always the most admired, respected, adored, and loved. I am always fully and completely wanted, I'm always deeply and passionately loved. I have a full page of affirmations on how I am perceived by other people. So if I say that to myself, I've already loved myself. I've loved up on me before I met you.
So there's no way people will just fall in love with you.
Well, if they don't, I have fallen in love first. You know, sometimes we actually need to wonder, okay, so if that person doesn't fall in love with you, does it nullify who you are? Is that person validating you? I mean, how important is that person's feeling towards you?
Okay.
It might not be as important, but it's easier to love people who love themselves.
Yeah.
Way easier. For someone who doesn't like himself, he probably just buy his idea of himself. Yeah, so the important part is not the next person I'm trying to get to love me.
True.
The important part is me seeing value in myself in the first place.
Wow. Fantastic. Now I know the secret behind the confidence that you have.
So maybe you should start your own.
Okay, so I was going to ask, what does it feel like to raise girls?
What does it feel like to raise boys? What does it feel like to raise children?
Why are you attacking
I don't understand why this is about women with this.
This is Understanding Women's podcast.
Oh, sorry, that's the issue. You're trying to understand women. Why are we not understanding?
Okay, knowing.
Are we less people because we are women?
What does it feel like to raise girls?
To raise beautiful children. I have beautiful children. I have girls and I have a boy, and they're beautiful children. And I'm saying children
Is it
because I'm saying children because there might be a difference in that the boy likes some certain kind of things that the girls might not like. But I am raising them in such a way that they are in tune with their emotions, which is where we sometimes get it wrong. When we're raising guys and we keep telling them things like be a man, don't let them see you cry. I don't do that.
Okay.
Men can cry. I mean, I had a crying father, I have crying brothers.
Okay.
And they are not less of men because they cry. Okay. So children being in touch with their emotions, not being given stereotypes. Let them be who they want to be. Let them express themselves. Let them be bold enough to tell you how they feel.
Okay.
And then help them own up to their emotions, and then the ones that are not nice, teach them how to do something about it. Okay. So I don't think it's about raising girls or raising boys. Okay. It's about raising socially aware, self-aware, conscious people who know who they are and what they were created to do.
Regardless of the gender.
Regardless of the gender.
Okay.
Yes, because I somehow feel that we have put too much focus on the women, that we are forgetting to raise the men in a particular way.
Yeah, we have real men podcast too.
So please, let's keep it evenly balanced, because if we raise fantastic women and we don't raise the guys, the bad guys are going to get the good girls.
Sure.
So let's just raise everybody right. So raising women, raising men, well, a man. I don't have men to raise, except if going to give me the responsibility of raising my husband. But it's generally more about understanding purpose.
Okay.
And helping that person be the best version of themselves.
Okay.
And I don't think that is gender sensitive.
Okay. Okay, I get it now. I get it. What about, so the last question I'm going to ask before we go through some videos, and then you will now pass a comment or make comments. Bra, women don't like bra. No, don't let me generalize. Some women.
Yes, because I know some that do. I'm not part of them.
Okay. So I'm not going to ask the obvious question of whether you wear or not, but like.
No, even the women that wear, as soon as they get into the car or get into the house, you probably see them flinging.
Yeah.
Yes, because see, Adam and Eve, they have a lot to answer for. You know, we were created naked. And somebody just started creating all sorts of clothes to hold you down and hold you back and all of that. And we also got innovative because we found out that we actually look better when we wear some things. So it's a necessary evil if you want to control how you look.
Okay.
But when you're in your safe space, your comfort zone, when you are not trying to look any certain way, it's good to be free.
So like many people are not aware that you guys go through a lot of discomfort wearing, like some women go through a lot of discomfort wearing bra. Many people are not aware.
They don't need to be aware now, as long as we look good. And they're aware we look good. That's the discomfort we go through. Do we want to tell you how much pain we go through to braid our hair? Do you want to tell you that some people have to do 2 hours of makeup because before they can look that way?
No.
We don't want you to know the behind the scenes. Just see the good looking person and appreciate it. That's all. And then please don't forget, for every woman that comes out dressed up, they put in some effort. So just tell them you look beautiful. And if you don't think they are beautiful, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. If you don't think they are beautiful, tell them they are well dressed. Like their shoes, like their nails. If they go through the pain of painting them, like some of the effort they've put in, and that will be fine. You don't need to know the pain we went through to put it up. Thank you.
We're going to go through some videos now. Are we ready? Okay.
I'm wondering.
So like, is this true segments? All right. Thank you.
Number one thing that was about on your video is that you get to the you have to get very good. The number one thing that will not
Okay, the video is not coming.
They are designed to lead you. Yes, they are. The number one thing that will not tell you is that you get to the back, you have to get very good. The number one thing that will not tell you is that they are designed to lead you. Yes, they are designed to lead you. Women are constantly filtering out weakness. They are constantly filtering out weakness. So constantly she's looking at you as a whole. She's saying, what is he like physically, emotionally, spiritually, any sort of deep-rooted attachment, that's when it's starting to come out. Any kind of weakness, when you start to go weaker and start to look around the pencil, she is designed to lead you because here's how this works. Mother Nature's built this for the best. And any weakness that they show the vulnerability to exposure to insecurities or very vulnerability. This is severely going to affect your dating result. And what will happen is that women will start to lose respect for you, especially if you're dating them or in a relationship.
What do you think? Did you get it? He was talking very fast.
I don't know what he's talking about.
It's like,
He's talking about when you begin to show weakness for a woman, when you love her too much, you're getting too attached. She's designed to leave you because of that weakness. I repeat.
is it true?
I don't know what he's talking about.
Okay, it's like you're as you are in a long. Is it true or not? Is it right?
Well, I can't speak for all women. I can speak for myself.
So for you, is it right?
Okay, so let me put it this way. If before we started dating, you came on too strong,
Okay.
I won't bother.
Remain like that.
We will not even enter that relationship.
Oh.
Why? Because I believe you need to know me to make up your mind whether you want to die on my matter or not.
Okay.
If you don't know me well enough and you are dead before you know me well enough, and I think I'm beautiful inside out, then you will probably just kill yourself.
What do you mean by
when you get to
coming
know
out
me.
too strong?
Coming out too strong is we have not met. You are itching to carry my bag. You are itching
Oh,
to.
lovely.
Is it lovey?
Like the extreme.
I'm not sure it's love.
No, the
It's
extreme.
subservience.
Okay.
When you are acting slave,
Okay.
no woman wants a footstool. They want some kingly crown.
That can lead.
So if when I cough you jump, I'm not interested.
Okay.
But that's before you come in.
Okay.
Now, if we're dating and you are growing to love me more, why would I be designed to leave because I can be sure that you're mine? That doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
So the minute I know for a fact
You're mine.
that you're mine, I can be sure that if you have to pick between you and me, you pick me.
Yeah.
That cannot be a turn off.
Okay.
But if before we get into a relationship,
You're
you are
already-
picking me over your mommy, and then that means you will treat me like your mommy when I get inside.
Do whatever she wants.
Whatever she wants.
Yeah,
That's kind of a
because-
broad statement.
It is a moment of temporary insanity. It legit, like,
A
remember,
moment.
it's a moment.
A moment. That's not a
It could
moment.
be 3 days, it could be,
That's not a moment. People are like, remember that moment? Three days.
yeah.
So you think in that period, actually, the period of the period, that
Yeah.
she's allowed to hit somebody?
Well, I think day one, yeah, just when you start to bleed, yeah, you should be allowed to do whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
Say and do whatever you please.
Okay.
Well, it literally is a temporary insanity.
Sure.
At least for me, I feel like I'm possessed by the devil. It's
Yeah, but you haven't assaulted anybody in the time that I've known you.
I've wanted to,
That's different.
I restrain myself.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, but I don't wanna.
Yeah, but you just said that you think people should be allowed to.
They should be allowed to hurt, and then you can get the period defense. Your Honor, I was on the rack, and then you get off of it.
But it's actually like you guys feel possessed, like you want to hit somebody.
We are not our feelings.
Okay.
I already owned up to varying feelings, hormones, but we are not our feelings. So the fact that we feel like that doesn't mean we live like that. So I also don't think that allowing women to do anything they want to do is going to make them do anything they want to do because they are not their feelings. So we still have,
So understood.
we know that we are human beings. We know we have to live with you after the 3 to 5 days. So don't worry, we won't hit you.
All right. So the next segment,
So there's another segment. But no
Yeah.
more videos, right?
all videos.
Te hijo de la gran puta.
Like,
I don't like the caption. The caption says that something about peace doesn't sit well with
yeah.
you know, everybody loves peace. But you also know what you can do to rupture peace. I mean, how can anybody in the world hand over a phone, give her password, knowing fully well that that's the end of peace?
But he asked for his he asked for her like her permission, like should we fight? Like the woman was already feeling bored. Did you know I've seen there's another video where the woman was feeling bored. Like, we've not been fighting, why? Let's fight.
There's something wrong if they're not fighting, don't you think?
Okay.
As in everything is perfect every time.
Okay.
There's something wrong.
So there has to be like drama and something.
Not necessarily drama, but we can't agree on everything all the time. There's something wrong. Somebody is not expressing themselves. Yeah, somebody is not telling the truth. Somebody is not being honest. We cannot agree on everything all the time.
Oh,
You know the way it works.
Yeah.
Even though we say marry your kind, opposites attract,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So the minute you're with someone and everything you want is everything they want, there's something wrong.
yeah.
As a matter of fact, I've met some people who, after like 10 years of marriage, You ask one spouse and they go, oh, we're blissful, we're wonderful, we're settled. You ask the other, no, it's true.
Okay.
You ask the other spouse, you found out that that other person has gotten their way every time. That's the only way they have peace, because somebody keeps putting himself or herself under to satisfy the other spouse.
Okay.
So if there's too much peace and too much agreement, somebody is being underserved.
And that there might be an explosion later.
There might never be an explosion, it depends on the person.
Yeah.
Yeah, the person might just be waiting for you to die to marry somebody.
That's it.
And then sometimes, that's why we've seen an upsurge in divorces after 20, 30 years, and you're wondering, what were they waiting? They were waiting for the children to grow so that they can start all over.
Wow.
Or waiting for somebody to at least move on, decide. You're trying not to be the one to stir up the hornet's nest.
Oh.
And then when the person says another, finally, mother, and then you start seeing them doing things you thought they didn't like. Why? Because the other lady or the other guy, they never let them express themselves.
Wow.
It was always about what he wanted, and they loved that person so much, they let him or her ride roughshod over them throughout.
Wow.
So if, for example, I'm getting my way a little bit too often, not that I don't want to get my way, I want to put it on record what he wants, so that I will know that he's doing this in spite of me.
Acknowledge what he wants.
And then when I realized that what he wanted when we went out to eat was different, but we went to it, the choice of restaurant was mine, the choice of food was mine, the choice of movie was mine, the choice of day and time was mine. The next time we have to pick a date, I'll probably give some concessions, because I'm not trying to, like I said, have a lapdog. I'm not, if I wanted a pet, I would have a pet who doesn't have an opinion. It's what I feed my pet, he eats. It's when I say you're going for a stroll, he goes for a stroll. I want an intelligent person with whom I can say this is what I want, and we say, why don't you think this is better? And then we dialogue about it, always.
Thank you very much. Yes.
God bless you. Have we stopped recording?
I think we have.
I think you need to stop recording first, though. Please, when they give me all clear that they have stopped recording, I'll do what I want to do.
Have we stopped?
Aha, see, they have not stopped. Hey, so it's nice talking to y'all.